Most design professionals think that a better portfolio will help you build a better business, a stronger brand, and bring in more profits. But today, especially today in 2020, that might be the biggest myth in design and construction. Look, in some ways, it's not our fault. We were taught this in university or college, in our studios. We need to build a strong portfolio in order to go out and get that first job. The portfolio was your rock. That's what you would send out into the world to get that first, maybe second, maybe third job. If you're watching or listening to this, you're either running your own firm, or you've just gone out on your own as a startup, or you're starting to or continuing to build your personal brand. While I think we can all agree that subscriber counts don't equal signed contracts, the size of your social media following isn't something that you can take to the bank. Well, your portfolio it's very much the same. It's a collection of images. It's images of past work. Not that you can take that to the bank either, but it's just that. It's photos of past work. It's not an accurate representation of who you are today in 2020 and a representation of what you stand for. So if the image quality or the number of photos or projects in your portfolio truly equaled profits, then every architect who hired a professional photographer for every single job would have all the best clients in their portfolio, right? And every landscape architect that filled up their website or their house.com profile with as many images as they could squeeze in there, they wouldn't have to worry about the bottom line in their business. We know that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, as of recording this August 2020, there are over 22 million photos on house.com. How do your images expect to stand out in the sea that large? In fact, relying solely on your portfolio to build a business and a brand can actually keep you as the unseen architect and might actually cost you a successful year. So how do you build a brand as a design professional, one that lets your value truly be seen and heard, and in the end brings in more profits? The first thing is your messaging. It's what you say in your marketing content, and it's not just a list of services or your credentials or your training, your experience, or a staff list. It's how you identify with who you serve and how you help them, your ideal clients, your favorite types of clients, and how you bring them through your design process. Again, not just a list of industry standard terms, industry jargon. Rather, how do you connect with these clients on a person-to-person level, on a human level? After all, these are working relationships that we're selling, not just pieces of paper with printed ink on them, not just PDFs of beautiful renderings. We're selling a working relationship to solve problems, to achieve an end. So the second piece is your storytelling skills. How are you telling the story of how you're bringing your clients, again, from initial meeting through final sign-off and move-in? How are you telling those client stories? How are you telling the story of why you wanted to become an architect or landscape architect in the first place? And how does that relate to your current work as a firm owner, a firm leader, a personal brand? And while the main character of those stories in your marketing content should be the client should be the hero, so to speak, the most important character in the story is you. It's you, and it's not just to tell about, again, your credentials or where you came from or all those amazing projects that you've worked on or folks that you've collaborated with. It's injecting your personality into the content, having it be more than just an advertisement, again, in the sea of other design professionals. And if you're in one of the major cities, it's a pretty large sea. How does your personality, how do your views of the world, how do your values stand out? And you need to be an integral part of that content. Yes, on audio and especially on video. It's the strongest way to connect with potential clients. It's a way to let them get to know you before they get to know you. And if you want to learn about more strategies and techniques that I and fellow design professionals are using in our design firms, you can tune in Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern to the podcast From Architecture to Profitecture. That's live on Facebook and Instagram. Again, Thursdays at 3 p.m. But if you really want to dig into the ideas of messaging and storytelling and create marketing content, online content that resonates with your ideal clients and yes, creates an ROI. Why are we doing marketing content if it's not bringing in an ROI? If you want to dig into these ideas and come away with a tangible, actionable content plan going forward in 2020 and beyond, then I invite you to click on the link around this video and join my next workshop, Invisible to Invaluable. You'll come out from behind those images in your portfolio and infuse your personality and your values and views into your marketing content. So click that link and I'll see you there.